Yo, oh, what it look like? I'm Jason Eubanks, joined by
Kyler Adams.
that's my guy, and today we're back with episode 5 of Hit It Harder Bowling Talk. Tons of topics to talk about, or at least tons of bowling PBA type stuff to talk about. First thing, what do we got? We got a lot of PBA stuff. We got Bowlero Lawsuits. We got high averages. We got. So, what do you want to tackle first?
Let's start with the PBA. I think
Okay.
that's probably going to take the most time, and that's what I have the least amount of knowledge on because I haven't seen any of it.
Yeah.
I was at nationals and had some other stuff going on. I haven't paid attention.
We'll get back to that.
Okay.
So, PBA, the World Series of Bowling, happened a couple weeks ago. Cheetah, scorpion, chameleon, shark.
Yeah.
4 animal patterns, and the big tournament, the
world
players,
champions.
world champions, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I saw every show, but it's like a lot of bowling, a lot of TV. We're talking one Sunday, I think it was the PBA 50, the national tour, and then the women. So it was like 7 hours of bowling. That if you really like watching bowling, that's a lot of bowling.
That's like, that's a full day of bowling.
So I think it ended up being 4 days of 5 hours worth of bowling.
It's 20 hours.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
A lot of bowling. So, but kudos, bowling's back on TV. First things first, before we get to the national, the PBA 50 tour, that I had some feels going on with that. You know what I mean? Like, it's like relatable. Like you can kind of see the variety of styles. It doesn't all look the same.
Right.
You know, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
So like Jack Jurek said, you know, PBA 50 needs to be on TV. What do you think? You think there's space for the PBA 50 on TV or?
Yeah, I think so. We brought it up in the last episode that I thought that there should be like a national like PBA 50, PBA 50 PBA national tour, like doubles.
Yeah.
I mean, just in that answer, I think that it kind of explained like, I think the PBA 50 guys do need to be on TV.
Yeah.
And like I said, I think, as much as there is young people bowling, there's a lot of older people that bowl.
Yeah.
The demographic for bowlers, I think, is
that they can watch and be like, relate to, you know?
Right. Well, they watch those guys growing up. I'm 28 years old now. I watched those guys growing up. Like, yes, there's still guys that are on the national tour that I watched growing up, but those guys that were rookies when I was a kid are now towards, they're in their 40s and getting closer to that PBA 50 tour.
Right.
And so that, to me, is like you have this generation of people that watch these guys. They probably want to see him again because they're like, I haven't seen this guy in 15 years. Like, where's he at? What's he doing? Is he still bowling? Is he, was it Tom Doherty and Miko were on TV bowling against each other?
Yep.
Yeah, like.
Rematch of the century.
Yeah, I mean, it's the 100 to 299 match right there. So, I do definitely think the PBA 50 needs to be on TV.
He wrote that wrong. So, yeah, but it was nice to see PBA 50. I mean, I'm 44, so I'm right there.
Right.
And like I said, it was just good to see. Like, I think it's more relatable. People, hey, I used to see that or stepped away from the game. They see the kids on TV now. It's like, oh, that's not bowl. As much as you hate to say it, but the old boomers are still part of the community.
Right.
And they still have a lot to give to the community. But if they feel like there isn't a safe space or relatable, then it's like, oh, well, whatever. Who cares?
Yeah, I mean, all of their knowledge is, not 100%, but most of their knowledge is one-handed, 3 fingers, right?
Yeah.
So the knowledge that they can pass to the newer generation is a lot more limited because the newer generation is a lot of 2-handed, no-thumb bowlers.
Right.
So they have a lot of knowledge, and I think they have a lot of knowledge about lane play and ball choices and stuff like that. And I feel like maybe The newer kids don't quite listen to it because they get the idea of, oh, well, it's not 1980 anymore, pops.
Right,
you know,
exactly.
Yeah, that's the word that's getting tossed around now. But they still do have, a lot of knowledge. I think that there's a lot that can be learned from those guys. So I don't think it's fair to just turn a blind eye to them.
Yeah,
they have a whole just wealth of knowledge that they could teach a lot of people, whether you're one or two-handed. So I definitely think that that's a resource that should be utilized.
Exactly. So first show, I believe, was Cheetah. So it was was it 12 people? I think it was 12.
That sounds right.
Yeah, 12 people made the show.
And 4 of the 12 got buys, right?
4 of the 12 got the buys. That left 8 people, so it was 2 matches going on simultaneously. And I think they re-oiled after every match because everyone got fresh and then they swapped lanes. So the winner of this one met the person who had to buy, and then same thing. So, but Packy ended up winning that.
Okay.
Final title matches win 2 games.
Okay.
So, yeah, one show was the 12, and then semifinal once they finish, and then my thing is, okay, let's go through all the show first. So Packy won that one, right?
Yep.
So the next one was Chameleon.
Right.
And Darren Tang won that.
Right.
Same format, 12 people, cut, right?
Yeah, bracket style.
Bracket, yep. Next one, Zach
Wilkins, right?
Zach Wilkins won Scorpion.
Yep.
Okay, so that's 3.
Mm-hmm. Then Alex Horton, right?
Yeah. Then Alex Horton won, was it?
The Shark.
Yeah, Shark.
Yeah.
He won Shark. So that's the 4 animal patterns, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So overall, decent, some good bowling, right?
Yeah.
Only problem, it's not really an issue, but that Chameleon show, that was like a snooze because everyone was struggling. So you had one pair where you'd be like 280 or 270 to 220. The other pair would be like 190 to 180 or something crazy like that.
Just vastly different.
Yeah. And then they swap pairs, and then it'll be the 260 over here, then the 140, 150 over here. Like, that's literally like how it was. Like, it wasn't like a collective group battling it out.
Right.
It was like struggle fest.
Who can get to that pair? Because
Exactly.
You can actually score on that pair.
Exactly. So then the title match just got ugly. And my thing is, since we were already introduced to those players, it just kind of felt stale to me because you're looking at the same guys struggling, making shots, credit where credit's due, great bowling, but it's like, I fell asleep. Like every show, I was like, oh, like I just dozed off. I don't know if that's the old man in me or what. Just get off my lawn. But I would doze off, and I saw a lot of people say that too. It was like, it was just kind of hard to watch.
Right.
Because it was so much bowling. So I think I would rather it just be a score fest if it's that much bowling. At least it's excitement, like 300 to 300, or, there was a 299, I think, right?
Okay.
Jesper shot 299.
All right.
Yeah. But then that was in the title match. I think it was against Zach. Yeah. Yeah, it was against Zach.
It was a race to 2 in the title match, you said?
Yeah.
So if they went 1-1, then they went to a roll-off?
Yeah.
Is that how that worked?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which I don't agree with either, because that's not really
all that bowling.
I
shouldn't say all that bowling. They did only bowl 10 games to qualify for that TV show.
Right.
I personally think at the highest level of the sport, there should be more qualifying games bowled than 10. Yeah. If you're winning, in the bowling sense of things, like a good chunk of money. Like you're like, this is as high as it gets when it comes to bowling, right? This is a national
10 gamer,
tour.
you're on TV.
Yeah, 10 gamer and you're on TV.
I'd
like to see at least 16 games to get on TV, but I digress on that one.
I think they could have got rid of one of those rounds. And if you want to do a best of, do like a best of 3, or even total series. Do the finals, do series, 3 games.
Right. Yeah.
The final 2 just duke it out, best series,
or just do the top 8, make the TV show.
Yeah.
Get rid of that whole first round, and then just go straight, and nobody gets a bye.
Yeah.
I mean, that would help too.
It was just too much, and it was like I said, it on the right pattern, cool. Everyone's striking, but some of it was just kind of bad TV for me, I think.
Okay.
But I'm not alone. But it's great to see bowling, so I can never just shit on it. You know what I mean? But
yeah, no, I agree.
Constructive criticism,
Yeah, any time that bowling is there, I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah.
But you're 100% correct in saying that there are shows that are complete snooze fest. Like, you're just like, man, like this is just drawn on. It's drawn on. Like,
oh
no, you're good.
And I'm a wrestling fan, so I chose to watch bowling and had to watch the pay-per-view WWE show. I watched the replay of that one. Like I missed the first hour and a half of it to watch bowling, and then I came back to it. So
There it is.
but great show. Darren, first person to win a title single-handed and two-handed. Like, that's quite a feat. Like, to relearn your whole game and just
relearn your whole game,
start over. And spares, too. Like, he said he had never shot spares, like, two-handed. But on the show, said YOLO and shot him two-handed.
Right.
Against Belmo. Like, he beat Belmo.
That's what I was going to say, is to change from one-handed to two-handed, and then to win a title two-handed, but to win it against arguably the best,
guy who put two-handed on the map,
the most accomplished two-handed bowler that's ever lived. Like, it's pretty crazy.
Right.
Like, to think about that. Like, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So we got Packy and Darren, bowling YouTubers. Hey, it was 2 for 2.
Better than I can say.
So that was good. And there was one thing, though, one consistent thing throughout the show. You're on TV for 4 nights using the same pairs. The same pair had issues. Like, after practice, malfunction. Like, I guess it was resetting everything. It wouldn't give them a full rack. Like, what are you doing at night? Are we, like, not working on the machines if the set's sitting there? Or, like, what? What are we doing here?
That's a bad look. Yeah, I would definitely, if you're having issues, like, somebody's staying late to fix it before we go on TV the next day. Like,
if you got 12 hours between recording, you could have put a new machine back there. And
you got a whole new lane. You could have a whole new lane in 12 hours, damn near. Like,
exactly. So work on that.
That's. I don't think that's a PB. That's not a PBA thing.
Yeah,
that's a center thing.
Yeah, that's a center thing for sure.
They need to crack.
But they bring their own mechanics, from what I hear, too, right?
Do they? I have no idea.
Yes, I don't know. But I posted on Facebook, I think it's a conspiracy to convert to string pins. You know we're going to be bowling there 4 nights. The first time you see a malfunction, okay, cool, fix it. Second night, third night, it's like, come on, what are we doing here? But the funniest thing, you ever see the Scooby-Doo where they pull off the mask and they...
Oh, yeah.
So on the racks, they had it covered up with AMF, I guess, because AMF is technically the PBA sponsor now. They're pushing AMF where the players play and that type of thing. So they had those on the racks, and then it fell off. Oh. And then it said Bowlero, and then it was like, hey, I would have got away with it if it wasn't for you pesky kids. So that was just so funny to me. Like,
I mean, it's all the same. Lucky Strike, Bowlero, AMF,
all the same.
They're all the same.
What brand, what label you want to push to kind of,
Yeah, it's all the same exact company.
Yeah,
same everything. It is the exact same everything.
And that goes back to prize fund. Remember we were talking last? $20,000
per show.
Per show.
So it went down. Wah wah wah.
Same. So pretty sure same entry. Maybe they tried to pay too many people.
I don't know.
For the TV show, that's the thing. The scale, because of, hey, I made TV. But then again, what does that do for the staffer bonuses too? You make a TV show.
I guess you get paid more. They're putting more of the incentives on the ball manufacturer.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys give us a whole buttload of money every year so that these guys can throw your balls. We're going to make you pay these guys more too.
Right? So it's like, technically I made a show, but it was like almost just like a cut.
Yeah.
You made cut, but you made cut to be on TV. Like, it wasn't like a...
Well, and that's the thing. Like, are we degrading what it means to be on TV if we're taking 12 guys to TV?
Yeah.
48 guys over the course of 4 days. Like,
yeah.
Are we really?
Was it just a time slot? Was it a CBS thing? That's what I'm just curious to know, why that particular format? Why 12 to TV?
I don't know. I'd like to know.
Yeah.
I'd like to know. Because 12, I don't think they've ever done 12 to TV. I know they've done 2 separate shows to get, like, for a specific tournament where it was, 7, or what was it, like 5, 6, 7, and 8 seed bowl to find out who's the number 5 seed for the show the next day.
Yeah.
That was on Born to Bowl, and Simon was upset about that and I agree, it's the stupidest thing ever. Like, just take the top 5.
Yeah. Another thing, Simon, they use, because of the way the lanes were, they use 3 ball returns. So you have a pair. You know how they do that left lane, right lane stuff?
Yeah.
But this pair, so if you're on this pair, you have to use this ball return. And so they use 3 different ball returns, and guys had to, like, hike across to grab their stuff, because the left lane on, let's say, you're using lane 19, which is like 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Is that right? 2 pair. No. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So you have the 20, those aren't even pairs, so they just use...
They used right lane and then a full pair and then left lane of a third pair?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. Simon was like, I heard Simon being Simon was like, I use 3 fucking ball returns.
Well, yeah, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Like, what are we doing here? Like,
yeah.
Does it make the shot, like, for the camera angles?
Camera, I guess, because they do.
It gets the ball return out of the way?
Yeah, you get the ball return out the way. But it's bowling, so.
Like, what are we.
Change your setup.
Like, why are we using 3 ball returns?
Because, like, dual lane.
So if they bowled in the right lane, they get their ball off of this ball return, go throw it over here, it comes back here, they pick it up, and then they go back to this lane. Yeah. Dumbest thing ever.
And the commentators even said, they acknowledged them and said, oh, you got to throw more strikes or something, made some smart-ass comment like that. Like,
or you just don't be stupid, use 2 full lanes, like 2 full pairs.
Yeah.
Like, instead
so
of using...
Chris Barnes filled in because Kyle made a couple of the shows, so...
Yeah.
I think he made 2 of the shows. So Chris Barnes stepped in. It was like...
But why are we doing it that way in the first place? Like, I mean, I agree with Simon on that one. Yeah. That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Like,
it's more the set, like the whole set design. And I mean, the people you're crouched, like the camera guys are literally like sitting right next to them. So I don't know if it's because of that angle. And now even behind you, they have that big wall now, right? So it's not even, it's like the end zone, like.
Right, yeah. It's like.
The football mosh pit at Green Bay, Lambeau Leap or something right there.
That would be hilarious. Somebody throws a shot to win and they jump right into that. Just take
it's not
out
even
the whole
people
set.
anymore. Remember, it used to be people behind you.
Yeah.
Now everyone's on the side of you.
Yeah. It's dumb. That's all dumb.
But Alex Horton, I said give him all of the year awards. He made dope shots. He could have tied with Zach. He went double, and then just like he strike out, he shut him out, right? He left the stonest of stone eights ever, and it was like, oh, that opened the door, but Zach couldn't. I think it was Zach he was bowling. He he had to double strikeout or something crazy like that, but couldn't do it. But I think overall body of work, who do you think player of the year? It has to be like, because that's a major and an animal pattern.
Right.
There's Zach won a doubles,
right,
and an animal pattern, right?
Mm-hmm.
Was it an animal pattern? No.
Yeah. Because it was the Scorpion.
A doubles and an animal pattern.
Right. A major and an animal pattern.
Yeah. But no one else has been 2-time champion this year.
Right. Yeah, those are the only two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zach and Alex. EJ hasn't won. If he wins, he has to win the world.
Yeah,
but
the
he
World
has
Championship,
yeah. But you have to win a title to qualify for Player of the Year.
Right.
So if he doesn't win,
isn't he the number one?
He's
seed
the number
for
one
that?
seed.
Yeah. So I mean, he's got a good chance to do it, but it's still only one title versus.
But it's like
a rookie coming out.
Yeah. PTQs. I don't know that whole.
Which I always have my pick for Player of the Year is always different than everybody else's. Like right. I think it was a couple years ago. Simo had a year where he never placed outside of the top 10 at any of the tournaments for the entire year. He didn't get Player of the Year because he didn't win as much as, I think it was EJ. He didn't win as much as EJ.
Right.
But he never finished outside of the top 10.
Yeah, that's more consistent. Yeah.
Right, when it comes to consistency, I don't think there's anybody that was as good consistently for an entire year as him.
Right.
Which in my mind, that's what Player of the Year stands for.
Because you're at any situation, any time, anything, you're always there.
Yeah, you're always within striking distance to win. But they gave it to EJ because he won more titles that year. So
which makes sense too, though.
Right. So I would say consistency throughout the year is probably EJ.
Would have to be EJ.
In my mind, the way that I look at Player of the Year would be EJ because he's probably been the most consistent this year, even though he hasn't won yet.
Right.
Now, if he does win the World Championship, I think it's like a no doubt thing that he's got to win it. But if you're not going based on just the consistency factor and just like who was, the most dominant or who was the most like breakout kind of player this year.
Yeah.
Well, I think Alex Horton, without a doubt, gets Rookie of the Year. I think that's pretty much locked up.
He has to get Rookie of the Year for sure. Yeah, Rookie at least.
Yeah, that's locked up. But I think that he has a chance to win Player of the Year. Like I said, my mind is different how I look at Player of the Year.
Right.
But I think how a lot of the PBA and how a lot of people that voted in, like the players that vote on it, I would say he's got a very strong chance at Player of the Year for sure.
And it was crazy because they weren't even talking like that at all. It's like, dude, he's got a major, the major of all majors. I mean, he beat
tournament
lot of champions.
Yeah.
Like I don't think you can do any better than that.
Yeah, when you got to wheel your nuts on the approach in a wheelbarrow.
Yeah.
You just walk out there and win a major out of a PTQ.
Right. Because you have to qualify. One, you have to be invited or qualify for a tournament. So it's like an invitational.
Right.
And you're bowling against the best of the best of the best.
Right.
That holds a lot of weight.
I think so. I mean, yeah. I 100% agree with that.
Cool.
I do. Like I said, those are the two ways of thinking that I think when it comes to Player of the Year race.
Right.
It's either who was the most consistent, like highest up, most consistent throughout the whole year, or who was they had a couple, 60th place finishes, but they also won 3 times.
Yeah.
Or, whatever it is, right?
Yeah.
Which is more than everybody else.
Right.
Those are the two ways that I look at the Player of the Year race. That for me, anyway. So, do we go with the guy that's been the most consistent this year, even though maybe he only wins one major, or do we go with the rookie that won a major, the major, and the and another national title
solo, yeah,
and it just kind of depends on how everybody thinks about it, how everybody looks at it. So.
I think everything is weighted, so just don't wear wherever you have all that kind of stuff in your sliders,
Right.
It's like, oh, you missed this cut completely, but he did win that, so that puts you back here. But
right. So does the ones you slide to the win side and the ones you slide to the didn't qualify well at all side, do they even out in the middle, or do you just go with the guy where all of his are right down the center?
Right down the center, exactly.
Maybe he has a couple that go this way, and maybe he has a couple that don't really go the opposite way at all, but they just kind of stay right in the middle.
Right. So
it's kind of one of those things.
Yeah.
Who do you give that to? I mean, it's up to you. It's up to the people that vote on it to decide.
Yeah.
It just all depends on how they think.
Yep. Hopefully everything is right. Maybe EJ wins and it's not a discussion anymore because he's on everything. I mean,
he's
one title in 9 top 5 finishes or whatever the case,
Yeah, top in points.
Yeah.
And
average points.
Has been the player of the year for the last 3 years in a row or whatever it's been, or 2 years in a row or whatever.
I think it's 3.
Yeah.
3 years.
I mean,
so he's trying to break 4 and world championships. Be 4-4, I think. Yeah.
It's a pretty good track record.
Right. That's what they said. It was like, this is his tournament. Like, it's something about that format where he's always leader.
I think that's because the last X amount of years he's been the most consistently good bowler out there. I mean, it's pretty hard to it's hard to say that anybody out there is better than EJ right now.
Right.
On a consistent basis. I guess I've never seen EJ bowl with my own 2 eyes, but the only person that I would think, at least that I've seen personally bowl, like when it comes to talent, and I've said it before, is probably Simo.
Yeah.
I mean, he can do whatever he wants to bowl the ball, and he's good at it.
Yeah.
And he just hasn't had that good of a year this year. But EJ's had a good year for the last 4 years.
5 years.
Right.
Exactly.
So, I mean, credit where it's due is it's got to go.
Got to go to EJ.
It's got to go EJ.
So you said you didn't bowl. So that's it. That's pretty much a recap of the PBA event. The women's, the queens, Aaron McCarthy won that. I didn't catch any of that.
Yeah, I didn't watch any of that either.
I was out. I love women's bowling, so it's not because I don't watch it. I just was so busy. I just couldn't catch it.
I heard that scores for qualifying were insanely high.
Yeah.
And
I think there was like 14,300 or probably more
it was something like that. I heard the same thing. Yeah.
I saw a lot of all the clips because I followed PWA on Instagram, so I watched for the highlights and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I keep up with it. But I just didn't know when the show was on, and I think it was yesterday. So work, and it's like, where do I watch it? Bowl TV? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I didn't hear anything about it, which I think that the PBA, PWBA could probably be better about.
I think they should
push in some more advertisement for that.
Instead of treating it separately, they should do like the show. They do the first PBA 50, the men's and the women's all on, sale.
Almost like a UFC card.
Yeah.
You got like the prelims or whatever.
Yeah.
And then you got the main event, you know, and then so you have like the PBA 50 and then you have the women's tournament.
Yeah.
And then you have the national tour.
That would be dope.
Finals. And you could have a full day thing.
Yeah.
Like then the 4 or 5 hours of bowling makes sense because you're watching
different things.
Tournaments.
Yeah.
You're watching.
You watch the old guys who you watch growing up, who you idolized or mimicked their game, and you got the women.
Or competed against even back in the day. Yeah.
You got the women who are more technically sound, who have to throw the ball decent to score.
Right.
Can't get away with a lot. Then you got, the national tour where it's so that way all of the audience is involved and doesn't feel alienated.
Right. Yeah. Well, I think it brings more eyes to all 3 events that way too, because you're gonna have the people that watch that want to watch the PBA 50,
right?
And then they're gonna stay to watch the PWBA show. And you have the guys that are there just to watch the national tour show, but they may tune in early and catch the end of the PWBA show.
Yeah.
You have the girls that are there to watch their friends on the PWBA show.
Yep.
And they might tune in a little bit early and watch the end of the PBA 50 show and then watch into the national tour show or all of the national tour show.
They should tour together.
I agree.
Like you remember when the brand split, like another wrestling reference, when SmackDown and Raw first split, right? Monday Night Raw was on Monday. Mm-hmm. They were recorded for SmackDown on Tuesday.
Right.
In the same vicinity or maybe in the same building. Mm-hmm. Then you just watched it on Friday, but
right.
So it's technically 2 separate shows, but it was only one production truck.
Right.
So
because then you don't have to set up sets on every different place.
Yeah.
You can have one set and have 3 different shows on one set.
Yeah. Because I even it made me think, like, I think I was watching college. I was flicking through the channels and saw, like, college women's softball. And that got me to thinking, like, what happens after that? Like, those good athletes. Where, you got professional volleyball for women. What about, like, baseball? Like softball. Like, I will watch.
Well, they have
professional.
They have.
Is that a thing?
I think it's Olympic softball, or it's some sort of.
But it's seasonal, though, right? It's not nothing I can just watch every year.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. I don't think so.
Yeah.
But yeah, there is some sort of a higher for. Pardon me for not knowing, but there's some form of
higher.
Because I remember it's not my head goes to Team USA because I'm so into bowling, but it's some sort of like Olympic or like world type of like
that they go the best go and then compete
against other countries and stuff like that. Yeah. I do know that. Yeah.
But yeah, so if they just tour with the men, like they literally oiled every match on the show. So cut. Next set. All right, now the women are competing for their
signage.
Championship. Turn the LEDs, the PBA women's, blah, blah, blah. Good to go.
Yeah, change a couple of signs that say World Series of Bowling and switch them so that they say USBC Queens or whatever it is.
Exactly.
Like, the only thing I would get tricky is the going from CW to CBS to the different channels and how that all works, but they'd have to figure out a contract to sign all those things to a specific channel.
But like this year, they're split.
Right.
This was the first CBS show, so
right. But what I'm saying is, if you had the women's show was a USBC show, then USBC has a deal with CBS or something like that, and then the PBA has a deal with CW. You couldn't have them on the same set because it's totally different production. So they'd have to find a network that would air all of it.
All of it,
all 3 tours. Yeah. Which I
think. But we know the USBC isn't making no kind of deals. Like, so they got YouTube and Bowl TV.
Yeah.
Streaming. So I think it's like, hey, we're a package deal with the PBA. So wherever the PBA goes, we have those same rights. That cuts back on, the men pick up on, how does it work running the show? Like, if we're already there, like, what if they donate, an hour of time or whatever? Yeah. Like, women's bowling, I love women's bowling. Like, I could watch that all day, but I can't watch the men's tour all day.
Well, I think you said it. The PBA 50 tour there's a lot of diversity in how people throw the ball.
Yeah.
I think the women's tour still has some of that.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's not a lot of that on the men's tour. It's 19 miles an hour and 500 plus rev rate, everybody.
So you know who stands out on the women's tour because of that? It's like
the ones that can throw it like the men's tour.
Right. So like, what's her name? Sarah? Johan.
Oh yeah, the 2-hander, right?
Yeah. Gosh, she throws the ball so good.
Yeah.
I can watch that because that's out of the norm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But it still has the girl touch to it. It's walking. It's not skipping. She doesn't hop.
Right.
But she still gets on it. Daria, same thing.
Yeah, Daria throws it really good.
Gets on it.
Yeah.
Still technically sound. Yak.
Yeah. I mean, Aaron's the same way. Aaron gets on it pretty good too. Yeah.
So just another quick little side. Yeah. Take the women with you and then more prize fund for the women too. That way your sisters and daughters and aunties have something to do.
Yeah.
And bowl, More bowling, more eyes, more everything. So
I mean that's what it comes down to. How do you get more eyes on it?
Yeah. So, but you were gone. So you were at Nationals, right?
I was.
USBC Nationals in Reno this year.
Yes.
I go in, I think the end of July, so I got a little bit more time.
Yeah, long ways to go.
Maybe I can make another ball before then. But So what did you got? How did you do? What did you see out there? You know, some tips for people that are probably going.
I saw. Now I don't know if it actually is high volume on all the patterns out there, if it's just the glide oil that they're using, but everything seemed high volume. Everything seemed pretty flat. I mean, it's what typically you're going to see at nationals.
Right.
I bowled well. I did a shot 1928 all events.
Okay. That's plus 1800 is par. So.
Yeah. 673 in team. I had a very grindy first 2 games of doubles, and then transition hit, and I didn't quite pay attention to where everybody else on the pair was playing, and I kind of jumped right into their stuff and didn't quite jump left far enough.
Go through them and then even more?
It wasn't a 3-board move. It was an 8-board move.
Got you.
And a ball change. And I didn't quite pick up on it.
You don't think,
enough.
like, I shouldn't have to move that much, but...
You don't think that on a flat pattern that you're going to have to make huge moves like that. But, yeah, I didn't really pay attention to where everybody else was playing. They're all just inside of me. So then when I started moving left, I just got into their stuff. But I ended up shooting 559 in doubles with a 140 my last game. Okay. So I was hovering right at about 400 at the turn, and didn't have a good that last game. So, but singles was better once I did make that move and got into the right ball. I ended up shooting 696 in singles.
Because you stay on the same pair,
right? Yeah. Yep.
Which I hate. Oh, I hate that.
Our pair had a lot of rev rate on it, so we opened up the pair massive for singles. Okay. We all scored pretty well.
Nice.
But we were also like 4th arrow. Had created some room for ourselves and able to wheel it a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, it was good. I would definitely the team pattern is definitely shorter. For anybody that wants to know, I used a 2-inch
Kyler's
pin.
tips.
2-inch pin gray hammer at 1,000 grit CTD pad, and doubles. I started in a Tour Dynamics with a 4-inch pin, and that was also at 1,000 grit. And then I got into a Gremlin Tour X with a 4.5-inch pin, also at 1,000 grit. Okay. At 1,000 grit on everything.
A lot of dirt. Chalk.
I wouldn't say it was chalk. I mean, there was
anything
some guys,
under 2K is chalk to me.
I mean, there was some guys that were hitting their stuff pretty good. I think that, especially doubles and singles, you have to have some sort of surface to break it down to the right a little bit, because there is a little bit of an out of bounds. If you get it, if your angles are straight, and this is team pattern too, they played very similar, just different lengths.
Right.
So, use your imagination how that works. But they played very similar. I think that's just because they were very flat. They both had a little bit of an out of bounds. If you got the ball through the front part of the lane going to the right, it probably wasn't going to come back. Okay. A little bit of surface would help you get away with a little bit of that miss, but it also helped break that down to the right when your angles were straighter. Okay. And then you could move in and you had a little bit more room to the right.
Bank off of it.
You really didn't.
Little whiff room.
Right. But you really never had miss room left until like the last game when enough plastic went down the lane at spares.
Okay.
Then you had a little bit of hold to the left, but the miss was, there was no miss to start. Mm-hmm. Once you created a little bit of friction to the right by breaking it down, you could move in a little bit and kind of get it to that spot. You had a little more miss room to the right. And then, like I said about the last game, in team anyway, in the last game, you had a little bit of miss room left. You had a little bit of hold left. Okay. I mean, you're not going to get away with murder out there, but you had a little bit.
Just a little bit.
You still had to make good shots, but you could get away with the one that was 85% instead of 95%, so.
And was that your first time in Reno?
First time in Reno. First time.
What you think of the stadium?
I thought the stadium was pretty cool, honestly. I went way up to the top of the stadium seats. It was looking up there. And it's like, I should have came up here right away. Just bring me beers and just sit up there and just hang out up there. When we were up there, it was 8:00 at night. There was no one up there.
Yeah, they took out a lot of that seating. There used to be a whole lot more.
Yeah, there's like 3 rows up there. I don't know, maybe 60 or so seats up there.
Yeah.
But that was just cool to sit up there and just watch everybody bowling. And I'm like, I could just sit up here all day and watch this. That was cool.
So we do doors. So did you notice the doors up top? The partitions? You look up and see track?
I didn't look that high up. I did notice all the doors, like by the concession stands, by the elevators, all the overhead doors.
But if you look up,
I noticed all the entry doors. I can tell you that.
You look up, you'll see a track that goes down the lane. So the hotel, the ballrooms, how they have they break them up.
Mm-hmm.
So they have doors in there that tall that slide to separate the lanes in the stadium.
Huh.
Yeah. And they go in a little closet. If you look, you'll see like a little closet, look like a little entry door on the
little closet.
Yeah. But
Is it really that little?
But it's it's pretty big. It's like this wide, but it's probably like 80 feet tall. So it's like you're looking like, wow. So
I didn't notice that. I'm gonna have to look at that next time.
Yeah.
Go back when we're back there in a few years. I'm gonna have to look at that.
So, okay. South Point or Stadium?
Ooh, I've spent very small amount of time in South Point in my life. I've never bowled at South Point. Number one.
Good. You're not missing anything.
This year will be the first time I bowl at South Point at the Agenong Open in October.
Okay. So I'll save this question for like November.
Yeah. But one thing I didn't do is look at the topography maps at the stadium.
Yeah. Probably don't want to.
I don't know if it would have helped or hurt me, but my goal every year going to nationals is 1,800 all events, and I shot 1920, so I'm pretty happy with that. And I guess the next goal is 2,000, but we got to wait for the right year for that. I don't foresee that being just a walk in the park to shoot that. But
because what is next year? Next year is
at
Vegas.
Yeah,
and then South Carolina.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm taking 2027 off because I'm not bowling at South Point. They can.
But then it's one of the Carolinas, South Carolina, North Carolina,
something like that. Yeah,
and then back to Reno, and then back to South Point.
Yeah.
So
you won't see me next year though. So catch me in Reno in late July.
Yeah, go watch him. Go watch him bowl. Get all those autographs.
Oh goodness. Any other bowling?
For me, no, not really. Started my summer league time nowadays.
I can't bowl summer league.
We're doing a trios summer sports shot league.
Okay.
And 3 games every night, and then your 3-game score qualifies you for a tournament after the league.
Okay.
Where you have the ability to win, like if you win the whole little mini tournament after league, you win like $200. I mean, more than pays for your league. I mean, if I win it 2 times, my whole summer league's paid for. So
I'm gonna start bowling. I think Primo had some stuff on Mondays, like
Glendale,
King of the Hill, Glendale.
Yeah,
I was like, I could have bowled
Monday Night Showdowns.
Yeah,
that's I bowled that a few times last year.
Yeah,
it's just really far from my house. Yeah. It's an hour and 10 minutes with no traffic.
That and the regular King of the Hill. That's back and forth that they do.
Yeah, that's
gonna be central at like Let It Roll, I think, right? Because
is that where they're doing it this year?
I don't know. I think that's what they did last year because that's like the central point from East and West Valley.
Because I know they did Union Hills.
Yeah,
I know that they did Bowlero Mesa.
Yeah, so I don't know. If they rotated.
They tried to do them at Bowlero Via Linda, but it didn't quite work. They didn't get very good turnout, so they stopped doing them there. But they did at one point have them at Let It Roll, so it wouldn't surprise me if they're going back there.
Right.
Yeah, those are fun. I bowled a few of those. I won one of those at Bowlero Mesa.
Oh, nice.
But the primal events are awesome because like 70 people show up every week, and the shots, it's their house shot, so it's not very hard.
Right.
So scores are high. So if you can get lined up, you can absolutely whack them and have a lot of fun striking and beating people.
So I'm ready to get back because the last 2 seasons I've just bowled Joe Blow's handicap league. I put on random teams. So it's like that kind of helps, like not having that just defined shot, you know, because you got to cross with plastic and people throwing just all kinds of just random BS for no reason.
Turns into
just muck. Yeah.
Turns into
Exactly. So I think I'm ready, even though anything worth bowling is 5-man. So I think
money wise,
Yeah, I think I'm stuck with it. I would love to bowl a trios league somewhere.
Well,
but
later in the summer, we are bowling on 48 feet. So if we need a sub, I'll hit you up.
Yeah, let me know. But yeah, I'm always gone in the summer. That's my regroup time. So
yeah,
I can't commit to summer.
There's a lot of people that, take the summer off to just not worry about bowling for a little while.
Really more tournaments. It's tournament season.
Yeah.
And if you're traveling a lot, you need that. I can't bowl league on Friday because I'm usually flying out on Friday, and Mondays I may stay an extra day, may come back on Monday. So
right,
for sure not going to come off a plane and go bowl.
Right.
League,
yeah, there's at least down here in the desert where it's hot. Summer is definitely tournament season because you don't want to be outside. You'd rather be in the AC.
Yeah.
As far as like the Midwest and stuff goes, this is not tournament season because everybody's like, you finally go outside.
It's not negative 20.
Exactly. Yeah, we can actually go outside and enjoy some stuff. Yeah. So everybody in Minnesota, the bowling centers are ghost towns during the summer. But then as soon as the temps hit like 50 degrees, everybody's like, all right, bowling season's back. Here we go.
Right.
Go blow the dust off the bowling balls. So
other news, there is a lawsuit with Bowlero, right? Claiming them they're a monopoly.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, technically, they are by default because what are the other options?
Right. I can see in some places they're kind of a monopoly.
Like out here.
Yeah.
There's
3. Let It Roll, Mesa East. And then you got to go all the way out to Sun City to the centers out there. You got Bell Rec and Lakeview and
those are
senior centers.
Centers.
Yeah, 55+ centers.
You have to have a senior with you to bowl.
Yeah, but there's
2 independent centers.
Yeah.
And a city with
5 million people in an area with 5 million people.
Yeah, and this is like 60-mile radius.
Yeah. There's a ton of like 40 centers or something in the state. Yeah. 30 of those are probably in the valley here. Yeah. And
even Tucson, you can go to Tucson. The other one just closed. I forget which one it was, but they had a lot of PBA shows, a lot of history.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing down there is Bowlero.
Yeah.
So
there's one down there I think that isn't Bowlero.
Okay.
But it's owned by, I forget the name, but they own some centers in Minnesota that I bowled at.
Oh, a Fagan's thing, right? That one?
It was Fagan's thing. I don't think he's partnered with them anymore.
I know what you're talking about, too.
But yeah, it was that group.
Okay.
But they own one down there. They just bought it like 2 or 3 years ago.
Okay.
So.
Same. It's like how many umbrellas, like how many renames, how many. So is it like corporate money shuffling? Are they trying to build something like Bowlero, Lucky Strike, AMF? Like.
I think what they need to do, because they don't have any centers that are geared towards league and competition bowling,
right,
and the people that actually take the sport seriously, they need to take one of those brands and the centers that they want, like they need to take some of the centers and be like, these are going to be geared towards competitive bowling. These are going to be set, like these are going to be held to a higher standard, these centers. And then we can have our centers that are a mix of the fun times center, the entertainment center,
right?
And we still have leagues and then another brand that is, these are just the fun centers. Yeah. These lanes aren't certified. We oil once every 3 months.
Yeah, no one knows any different.
Yeah, the people that come here don't care.
And it dawned on me because I went to work. I measured the door at a main event in Gilbert right here.
Okay, yeah.
And that's what Bowlero's trying to be, but you know why they'll never be main event? Because arcade.
Right.
So you can have Cosmic, but all these bowling centers, arcades, are outside of Bowlero Gilbert or Lucky Strike Gilbert.
Yeah.
That's like the best arcade. I was like, wow, now this is an arcade.
Yeah, that's huge. That one's huge.
Huge, yeah.
Yeah, that one's massive.
But everything else is just like a couple machines and you win your tickets over there to get your prizes, 8 million tickets to get you a a hat or something like that.
A spider ring.
Yeah.
One of the little bouncy frog, the plastic like jumper frog things.
Cost you $8,000 to get like a $200 PlayStation or something like that.
The little sticky hands you used to smack on the wall.
Yep. Exactly.
And a couple of Fruity Tooties.
Yeah. What could I give for 5 points?
All right, kid, you got 15 left.
Yeah.
I'll take an eraser.
A pencil. Yeah.
I'll take a Tootsie Roll, an eraser, and a spider ring.
Oh, that's funny. So it's like, by default, yeah, they are, because the alternative is what? They close it and sell the land. They close it as an apartment building. Like, you got to be kind of careful what you kind of ask and wish for, you know?
So this goes into a totally different subject that I got into a small disagreement with somebody. Disagreement with somebody online about not that long ago. They were talking about string pins.
Yeah.
And I said somebody had said something about, oh, well, if they go to string pins, I'm just not going to ever bowl again. And I said, well, if that's your thought process on it, I don't think you really like the sport to begin with.
Right.
If that's what's going to stop you from bowling.
Yeah.
If everybody has their opinion on string pins. My opinion, having bowled on them, you get hits with strings you don't get with free fall. You get hits with free fall you don't get with strings.
Right.
And I think it evens out almost to like a 0% difference.
Okay.
I do think you have to be a little bit better on the strings because you do actually have to hit the pocket flush.
What? How we want to make good shots?
Yeah,
like, that's not what bowling's about.
But something cool is I got to talk with Mike Calderon at B3, and he actually took me in the back and showed me. They have uncertified pin setters, but he got to show me the actual pin setters. And having worked on free fall pin setters before in my life, they are probably half the size.
Yeah.
In the back side of the center.
Yeah.
Probably a third of the moving parts. Yep. The amount of maintenance that it takes to keep up a string pin setter compared to a free fall pin setter is like, it's almost like no maintenance.
Right.
Like you have to, the one thing you do have to do is you have to rotate the pins on the strings. Because if you just leave a head pin as a head pin forever, in about 3 months, they just blow up.
Yeah.
Because they just take all the abuse. They don't ever actually get cycled around the rack. So you do have to do that, but it's literally tying a knot in a string.
Right.
Like it's not that difficult to do.
Yeah.
There's really not much to them. They actually, some of these newer string pin setters are using computers, and they have some self-learning capabilities to help with the amount of string that should be out.
Yeah.
So that it has less tangles and things like that.
And that, I never had a problem with strings per se. I had a problem with how they were being sold to us as bowlers. Oh, there's no difference. There's no difference. There is a difference. Meaning, like, just by you saying the amount of spring that's loose, it's like a fishing reel. You know, you like fishing, right? You tighten your drag. Who sets that drag to say how much is all the string just sitting up there chilling, waiting?
It's on a reel, like a fishing reel.
Right.
Yeah.
So how much pressure does that take to have a pin be a messenger or something like that? I think it was Storm or Brunswick. I can't remember. Maybe in Storm posted a video behind, and literally you could see one of the strings in the cup. Like it's a cup like this, and it was like over here, and it was preventing the pin from taking out the other pin. That is a direct effect of string. So it's not like, oh, it's just easier maintenance. It's, yes, there's difference. We have to figure out, like you said, how much it has to be, I think, more learning on the combination between not tangling but still letting the pins do what they need to do.
Right.
A pin should never be restricted from doing anything if it's in play.
And that's the certified string, the pin setter, the strings. There are requirements that they have on the certified string pin setters where the string has to be X amount long. It can't be shorter. It can't be longer than X amount.
Right. Just like
and that's to prevent that exact thing where, you know, you're having issues with like, oh, well, every time I throw the ball in this rack, the string is this and that. Like, and they have that so that it doesn't create that. And they, like I said, they also have, at least on the ones at B3, they have a computer back there on each lane, and that computer is self-learning. So if there is a tangle and that tangle in the strings is being caused by a specific pin, it keeps track of all that data, and it will calculate how much string needs to be there, and there's a little motor on each one of those reels that lets out a little bit more or a little bit less, depending on what it thinks it needs, to create less tangles, to create less malfunctions, to make it faster, to make it more efficient. But going back to where this whole conversation on these string pins started, is I got into this disagreement, and I stated those facts, that they're smaller, they're less maintenance, they're easier to work on. From a proprietor standpoint, a bowling center owner standpoint, it's hard to say no to that, because they will save you so much money in the long run. Now, what the person that I was having this disagreement with came back and said, well, what about the mechanic that loses his job? And I get that, and that's a valid concern, that a mechanic could be out of a job and they could be replaced with somebody that makes less money than them. But on the flip side of that, that's a double-edged sword, because what if the center closes because it can't pay its bills, because overhead costs are they got lanes going down. They can't afford to pay a mechanic to fix them. They can't afford the parts to fix them. They can't find the parts to fix them. That's another thing. Some of these free fall pin setters is getting harder and harder and harder to find parts, and people aren't manufacturing parts for them. So I get you don't want the guy to lose his job, but if the center closes, everyone loses their job.
String pin is like AI.
Yeah, I think so.
You got to know how to use it and when to use it.
But to wrap all of this back to the original conversation about the Bowlero lawsuit, if these independent centers that are struggling to stay open, and they can't pay their bills, if they go to string pin setters and it costs less money for them and they're able to stay open, would you be more willing to go and spend your money at an independent center, even though it's strings, than to go and spend your money at a Bowlero on free fall? I'm personally in the boat. I would rather go to an independent center.
I will support an independent center no matter what.
Right.
Because you would have that relationship. You would have, hey, it's dead in here. Okay, hey, what's up, Mike? Can you just, let me get that pair? Leave the lights on for me. Okay, cool. Not, it's completely empty. Oh, it's our policy. We got to have cosmic lights on.
Right. And some of those centers, you walk in, there's not many people there. Hey, if I give you $10, will you oil this pair with a pattern on it for me? Exactly. Yeah, sure. They go grab the oil machine. They'll oil it for you. You slip them a 10. Everybody's happy.
I think it's too many strikes against Bowlero already. That's why everyone has the pitchforks out.
Right. And it's one of those things like what I'm saying is what is the lesser of the two evils? Do we get to keep the independent centers and they go to strings and we get to keep them? Or do we go with free fall and we let Bowlero buy everything? Because Bowlero's going to come in when that center can't pay its bills.
Yeah.
We'll buy this center from you, mom
X
and pop.
Amount of million or whatever, hundreds of thousands.
And we'll give you a whole bunch of money. Yeah. We're going to come in and paint every wall red and black. Yep. We're going to put the worst red lights you've ever...
Wow. LOL. YOLO.
And we're going to put the worst red lighting all over everything.
Right.
And now instead of, mom and pop charging $350 a game, we're going to charge $850 a game, and it's $850 for shoes.
Yep. $25 an hour.
Yeah. So now it's, $17 for you to bowl a game if you have to rent shoes versus you used to be able to go in and do it for $8.
It's just there's no sense of like independence with these centers. There's always been Active West, AMF, Brunswick, Bowlerland, whatever the case. But each center still felt like its own thing.
Right.
Like you look at my old bar reviews, like look at my Idle Pearl. That's Bowlero Mesa. If you want to see what Bowlero Mesa looked like.
That was when it was Brunswick.
Brunswick,
right? Yeah.
Look at that center. You're like, that's a completely different looking place.
Yeah.
White No more backdrop. The art of having a backdrop, now it's just projection screen.
Yeah, you're talking the masking units?
Yeah, the masking units. Like, I used to love walking in Travel League, walking into a center just to see the masking unit, what it looked like, the feel you got, you know?
Some of, and I'll agree, like, the masking units, because it's such a huge amount of surface area in the center, can totally change how a center feels. Your vibe,
yeah.
So the center that I grew up in, they changed the masking units over the years 3 or 4 times probably that I can remember anyway. Every time they change them, there's a totally different feel.
Yeah, feels like a completely new center.
Yeah, it's almost like a refresh. You change your masking unit, it's like refreshing the whole place. Yeah,
exactly.
It's like when you move your furniture around here.
One way, it's about me another 5 years, you know?
Yeah. I didn't need a new couch. I just needed it on the other side of the room. Yeah, okay.
Right.
Yeah, but that's exactly the feel you get. But Bowlero, everything's a projection screen with, you know, Homeward Bound on it or whatever.
And that even affects bowlers too, because I remember this place called South Bay. I used to love that place. You know, the higher the ceiling, the longer the lane looks.
Yeah, that just looks bigger.
Yeah. So that messes with your projection, and some centers you can, you know, you score better just based on that. Like I remember walking in, you know, like the Brunswick, the masking, what do you call it? The score monitor.
Yeah.
The old Brunswick ones with the black and white screen.
Yeah, the Brunswick 2000s. Yeah.
Those things, that thing never had to work. I remember start 1, enter your name, enter clear, start 1. Like I memorized.
Enter clear bowl.
Yeah, enter clear bowl. Like none of the buttons had any labels on them, but I knew exactly.
You knew exactly which buttons to hit. That's right.
And just look up at the monitor. Yep.
1,
there we go.
Enter.
Yep.
You know, name. Initial K, enter. 2, enter.
Yep. Love it.
3, enter
we don't
clear
get that
bowl.
anymore, you know? Like that stupid stuff like that. Like when the centers came in with that, like it had nothing to do with the lanes, but I always felt like I would just go whack them. I've had my best sets. Oh yeah, I'm going.
And you didn't.
I'm shooting 1,000 a day.
And the best part, it had like the old school like monitor vibe, you know, with like the pixelated screen.
Yeah.
And the only animation it had was the turkey that would pop up with the X's at the bottom. Yes.
4, 5, 6. It would just keep going.
That was the best one.
Yeah.
You didn't have the weird like Tyrannosaurus Rex shooting a rocket launcher at a set of pins on the beach.
But that's good times. Like So that's like, back to the lawsuit, double-edged sword. You either let them close or let Bowlero keep them open. That way we have a place to bowl. A lot of places, like when I go back east, says, oh, we don't have them out here.
Right. A lot less of them.
Yeah. So maybe it's a regional thing, you know, just infected with Bowleros, you know. But the alternative is, hey, we have nowhere to bowl. So
right. Yeah, you have 4 centers.
Yeah.
See you later. It's tough.
Yeah.
It's a tough question. Like I said, it's hard to answer that question. It's hard and it's hard to have the right answer. And no matter how you answer the question, you're never going to please everybody.
Right.
And that's the worst part about it.
Because what is the competition? There is it used to be AMF versus Brunswick.
Right.
You know.
And now they're all the same.
Now it's all the same. So unless some trillionaire comes and
I mean, that's what we need.
I need a billionaire that wants to open up a center in every place to go against Bowlero.
Give me $400 million.
Yeah.
And I'll make all this happen. So anybody out there that's got $400 million,
put me in charge of it.
I'll sub it out and you'll never find me again.
Right.
Just kidding.
Yeah.
Oh, but yeah, it's just a tough question to answer.
Yeah.
Like I said, no matter what.
Sad question. And it doesn't make any sense. Like, what are you going to do? You kind of have to go with the people who are investing. Like, as much as people hate the WWE, WWF, like, what were the alternatives? Sure, he didn't have to put everybody out of business, but that happened.
Right.
So now what? So we go let the sport die, or, you know, try to wait it out, hope it gets better, you know?
Right.
Put the right people in the right places.
Look for that saving grace to come along.
Yeah.
That's all you can hope for. I don't, like I said, it's hard to answer it. And no matter how you answer it, somebody's going to get pissed.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just one of those things.
Yeah. And I think the last thing I have is that I saw online was a lot of hoopla about AJ Rice. High average 250
to 58.
58.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the dude's good.
258 is 258. I don't care what you're on.
He shot 2,100 at nationals.
Yeah.
That's 200 pins more than I shot.
Exactly.
I don't consider myself a terrible bowler.
Right.
I feel like I'm pretty good. I'm not great, but I'm pretty good. I make do with what I got. He shot 200 pins higher than me. So it tells you how good he is.
Yeah.
And it's not just this guy stand right, throw left, big dot, second arrow, and two-handed lefty. And
right.
You still have to throw the same shot over. And you have to make the adjustments over and over, the right adjustments over and over again.
You did trigger me, though. The two-handed lefty, cheetah. I think at one point, it may have only been two righties that made the show. Prather.
Mm-hmm.
At one time, it was like four lefties battling each other. And then the next round, it was another four left. I'm like, what is going on? It may have been like Chris Vi and right hand, but Prather, the only right-handed one-hander.
We're a dying breed.
Yeah.
I mean, even the guys that were good. Look at Darren Tang. He was really good, one-handed righty. Now he's two-handed.
Two-handed, yep.
Yeah, I think it's just, unfortunately, that's the way that the game is going. It's all going to one direction.
And why is that? Is it really beneficial to bowl two-handed, or is it just the rev rate that you're looking for?
That's exactly what it is.
Just the rev rate, right?
The speed and the rev rate.
Yeah.
The speed. Today's game is the more speed, the more rev rate that you can generate, the higher you will score.
Right.
And for the conditions that we see, that's exactly what you're going to get. We talked about, we touched on this in a different episode, but without limiting something, whether it's surface, whether it's how you're laying out patterns, if you want to see the sport not continue to trend in that direction, I think you have to change. You have to limit something. Yeah. Or you're just going to keep seeing these crazy high scores. You're going to keep seeing more power. You're going to keep seeing more rev rate. And I don't think that trend is ever going to go away. I think as long as it continues the way it is, you'll see kids figuring out how to get 650 RPM rev rate on the ball, 21, 22, 23 miles an hour. And it's just going to keep going from there.
Some 8-year-old just shoot like 860 or something crazy.
It was 11.
11?
It was on a pattern.
Okay.
He was throwing a concept. I don't remember his name. But he went like 300, 277, 300, 260, 217, 270 or something like that. He averaged like 270 for 6 games. And just
at 11, I think I was happy to shoot my first 200.
I think at 11.
It was like 209 was like my high.
How old are you when you're 11? Like 6th grade, 5th grade?
5th, 6th grade.
I think I shot my first 200 in 4th grade.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I would have been happy with shooting like probably 220 when I was 11 years old.
Right.
I think I had my first 5-bagger, and that's how I shot my first 200 game.
Even serious, shoot like 590. We used to have King of the Hill after juniors. And I was in the lower division league, averaging whatever. I shot like 490. Yeah, I'm going to make it at like 490. Yeah. You shoot 5-0, it's like, oh, yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
That's how bowling used to be.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was a little different when I was younger, I guess, because we had reactive.
Yeah.
So it was like my goal was always to shoot 600. And I got to a point where I averaged 195, 198, somewhere in that vicinity. And 600 became commonplace. Well, then I had never shot 700. that's going to be the next goal. I'm going to shoot 700.
Right.
Well, the one week, my parents were out of town at a bowling tournament for the weekend. I don't know if it was Minnesota State or something like that. They were out of town. I was staying with my buddy that was on my team, spent the night at his house. So we went to bowling that morning. I decided I was going to shoot my first 700 that morning. And I didn't just shoot 700, I shot like 770. Yeah. And my dad's like, what the hell? He's like, dude, the 1 week I'm not there, you shoot 770? Yep. That's fun. But yeah, I remember my first 700 was like my highest series for like 6 years.
Yeah. Nice. But yeah, that's you got anything?
Yeah, I got one question.
Yep.
It's a quick question. What's the hardest split to convert as a one-handed bowler and as a two-handed bowler?
Outside of any 3-6 combination, 3-10.
Just a 3-pin combo of
3-pin. That's the joke. You said I should be picking those up, and I should have a better system at that, but those are like impossible. But
I'm really good at plucking the 3 straight back.
On paper, I would say like a 4-6 is harder because you have to get a pin back on the lane. Mm-hmm. 7-10s, I picked that up plenty of times. You can bounce it, It
doesn't have to come back.
It doesn't have to come back. You just need the head of it.
Yeah, it just has to peek up.
I've had peekaboo, the head, take it out. I've had pins fly off the back and wipe it out completely. Like every way you can pick it up, I've probably picked it up. Bounced up, hit the rack, boom, swung back. Well, the pin, boom, boom, boom. Little triangle action.
Yeah.
Took the 7-10 off a full rack.
I took the 7-10 off of the Greek church.
Yep, that. Yep, that's a good time.
But I agree, 7-10 is not the hardest split to
convert.
No. I've picked it up, I think, 5 times in my life.
I think I've picked up everything I've ever left.
I can't say the same, I don't think.
and I've never left a sour apple in my life. Never.
When I was a kid, I think I did.
Not even as a kid. I've never left a 5-7-10 ever.
That's impressive. That is impressive.
Hit it harder, people.
I might shoot 140, but I didn't leave a 5-7-10.
I can hang that on my. They can bury me with that stat.
I would say it's probably, for me, it's the 4-6. I don't think I've ever picked up the 4-6, to be honest.
I think I've slid one and pitched one.
7-10, I've picked it up 3 times the same way. Mm-hmm. I hit the inside of the 10-pin. Mm-hmm. 10-pin goes to the sidewall, hits the ball that's in the pit, bounces off the ball forward. I've done it 3 times that way.
Yeah.
Which, if you're paying enough attention, you should be watching where your ball's rolling off the pin deck. Just saying.
Yep.
And you'll see that, and I've seen that hit 3 times on the 7-10, picked it up 3 times that way. I definitely do not. It's got to be like the 4-6 for me. Like the 8-10. I think I've only picked that up once. But that's the same kind of thing. You don't have to get the pin all the way back up on the pin deck. I would have to agree with you. I think the 4-6 is the hardest split to convert. Yeah. I bet if you looked in the statistics, like on the PBA Tour, that's probably the least picked up split on the PBA Tour.
I mean, now the pins are so dead, and you don't get much bounce anymore. Like it's even harder.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I could see that. But yeah,
unless you just kiss it enough just to let it fall over. You got. I mean,
well, Matt Jones did that against Kyle Troop.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
This last October at the Agenong Open, they had a money match, which come to South Point in October and watch it because Kyle Troop is bowling Havel right, so more money on the line.
Yeah.
Aside from the ad, but he picked it up like that. But my next question is: have you ever seen a 2-handed bowler pick up a 7-10 or a big 4?
I saw. And it was shocking. That's a couple years ago. Belmo did it. And he said that was his first time he ever did it. And I'm looking like, how? But if you look, I mean, they don't get the fastball, second ball too much.
Right.
You need that thumb in, like Kevin McCune, Osku.
Right.
Even 2-handed, but Spares, he's launching it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Get that bounce.
Right. Because like I've seen Ryan Barnes do it with 2 fingers, but he didn't throw it in the conventional way.
Right.
You know, he did a little fling it off of his fingers kind of a thing. But I have never seen a 2-handed bowler pick up the 710.
Wow. Yeah, I've never seen one in person.
And I don't know if that's just because when they shoot their spares 2-handed, if the rotation of the ball kills how much the pins bounce or something like that.
You don't want.
I almost think like the knuckleball is a little bit better.
If you don't put any on it, that's usually what it is. Is you throw it hard and straight, you're getting. I mean, you can see your thumb hole for the first.
Right.
You know, it's just kind of skating. So the revs may just be. I don't know. You're right. Like, it's maybe something to it, more scientific to it, but it's either they just don't throw it hard enough on the second ball,
right?
Because it's more of a cradle, as opposed to like a, what do you call it?
It's shortening.
Like a shock put versus a.
It's shortening a lever.
Yeah.
What it is.
Yeah.
If you're here and your backswing and your hand is under the ball.
Yeah.
You're shortening the lever because if your hand was in the ball, now my lever becomes a foot longer.
Right.
And that's just that much more leverage you can get on the ball and more speed you can generate.
Which I've always argued. I said, 2-handers, it's instant rev rate, right? But, and I get challenged on this, if a 1-hander would do it right and get the right combination, they will be able to get more on it than the 2-handed bowler if they do all the steps right. Because you have that extra, you could do this, to me, a lot more and create more snap. So 2-handed, you're not, I don't know. It's weird. It's hard to explain. But
I think what you're trying to get at is if you use the thumb hole correctly, it's almost like a little bit of resistance.
And you'll get
and
more
then when that bit of resistance,
you're loading up.
That resistance loads it up, and then when it frees, it moves faster.
Yep, more violent.
Where this moves as fast as you can do this.
Right.
But when it comes off the thumb, it's almost like an extra little boost of speed coming off of it. Yeah.
Which is why EJ is
right.
He has no issues.
He's got a higher rev rate than a lot of the 2-handers on tour.
A lot of people are 2-handers for no reason, just for the sake of being 2-handed.
Right.
I've seen, and it's the funniest thing. It's like, I heard someone complain, it's like, oh my God, all my balls hook or something like that, and I wish I could throw it right over there. And I said, well, stop throwing it 2-handed. Your whole purpose of being 2-handed was to learn how to hook it.
Right.
No one's ever just being 2-handed and then playing up anything. Like, there's no tweener 2-handers. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's not. That wasn't their intent when they started to learn to bowl 2-handed.
You tried it with your thumb. It didn't work out. Then you went to 2-handed.
Because you could hook it easier.
You can get the instant gratification of hooking a bowling ball.
Which
that's why how to hook a bowling ball videos on YouTube do so well. If pay attention, YouTubers struggling with views, they put out a how to hook a bowling ball. How many times can you put out a how to hook a bowling ball video?
I would think once, but
mine was like 4 years ago, and I haven't done it. And I think I can't do anything else. I can't spare. I can't tell you anything else, but I can tell you how to hook a bowling ball. I think I'm qualified in that, and I don't want to hear what nobody got to say about that.
Yeah, I mean, I can't argue. hit it hard on the shirt, on the wall.
Yeah.
It's the logo.
The logo. So the instant gratification of seeing a ball hook is why people go 2-handed. But if you take the time, I'm 44 and I'm still upper percentage in rev rates.
Right.
1-handed, 2-handed, whatever.
Yeah. I will say my only caveat to it is if you start young, I don't see any reason why you wouldn't try to teach your kid how to bowl with their thumb in the ball.
Yeah.
If you start behind the curve, as in maybe end of high school or after high school,
right,
you missed a lot of time that a lot of other people had to develop as a bowler. Yeah. I can see how going to 2-handed, you skip a lot of that.
Yeah.
And you can just go straight into a certain, right. So a lot of people, I mean, I'm sure you've been asked a million times in your life, just like I have. You go bowling, you're next to a pair of open bowling.
Oh, yeah.
How do you hook it like that? How'd you done that? My answer every time is, it's 20 plus years of practice.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's a lot of practice. Yeah, it's not something that I just walked into a center and all this was, hey, let me just do this. Yeah, no. Yeah. It was, I started when I was 4 years old with an 8-pound Tweety Bird Visiball that was handed down to me from my sister, throwing the ball dead straight at the head pin.
Yeah.
And my dad told me, you have to learn how to throw the ball straight before you get to learn how to hook the bowling ball. Yep. Because when it comes to your spares, you shoot your spares straight. And that's how I learned how to bowl. And then from there, it was slowly progress into, starting to get the hand to come around it. And then as I got a little older and, go through puberty and you start to get a little bit more muscle, you can start to manipulate the ball more. And then the rev rate comes in, and then it was, I want more rev rate. So then it was, what do I do to get more rev rate on it? So then it was, and my whole thing is, if you want more rev rate, whatever you can do to generate more rev rate, you need to just do it and do it and do it and do it until that becomes normal. Yeah. And then you figure out what you got to do to make more rev rate.
That's it. Yeah.
And then you do that until it becomes normal. Right. And then that's how I generated rev rate. When I was, a teenager, what was it that made me increase my rev rate? Right. Tucking my pinky increased my rev rate immediately. So what did I do? Started tucking my pinky. Now I always tuck my pinky. I never don't have my pinky tucked. Right. And there's a lot of little things that I've done to increase my rev rate, and I make that into my normal because that's what I want. I want a more rev rate. Exactly. Today's game is, like I said, speed and rev rate. Yep.
So cool. Yeah. That's our TED Talk.
Yeah.
The episode. So check out all the other episodes. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yep.
Rewatch those. Come back. We'll catch you on the next time. Hit the like, subscribe, hihbowling.com. Check that out. Pick up some merch. And catch you guys on the next one.
Peace.